Hi everyone, Let's play some daily games. Today is September 22nd, 2025, Monday, and we'll start with Wordle number 1556 first as our first daily game. Starting word, we're going to do Fluff, which was the Wordle on 6th July 2022 with an average score of 4.7 out of 6. Okay, let's put that in. Fluff, 3 Fs. I can't think of any other word that is going to utilize that many Fs, but maybe one of them will do something. Okay, no, but the U and L it could be kind of helpful. We could be looking at potentially an ending in Y situation. Maybe double Y. Should I just do like bulky? Let's just try it. Not it and not a Y word. Okay. If L is not there, could it be L in the front? Okay, let's try it. What other? Okay, Lou, Pin, Lou. I think an ER maybe? Lunar? Like Lunar New Year? Should I just try and go for it? Might as well. Oh! Still can't place that damn L. Can you believe this? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, where is this L gonna be? Possibly at the end, maybe? If it's at the end, then probably you need another vowel. Uh, okay. What about quill? Quill. Has that been done before? I don't know. Quilt as well. That's another possibility. Uh, SUWP. Puto. Puto. I think it could be other quilt. It could be a keyword actually. It could be quilt or quill, maybe. I guess I could try quilt. In case if it's not that word, the T might come in handy. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Okay, well at least we now know what it is. Alright. Dang it. Dang it. Gosh, dang it. Okay, but that was a 5. I mean, it's like a cycle with me, right? Get a very bad score, then either I get a 3 or I get a 5. Or I go back to a 4. Uh it's not, I mean, typical performance for me. At least I'm consistent in that way. Alright, let's look at Squirtle. Today's answer is quill, which I mean, I honestly forgot how many keywords there were left that hadn't been used yet in Wordle, so now we know. Yeah, I think quill might have been done before, so yeah, probably not good. But I just wanted to get T just in case if it wasn't quilt or whatever and it was something else, and I might have needed to know if there was a T in there or something like so that's why I wanted that. But okay, started with fluff, 346 possible words. So I actually worked out much better than I expected, but then I kind of didn't make the most of it. I feel like I just went in bulky, 98 possible words left. So not really a great decrease from that first one. And then lunar, which I thought was smart, but only reduce it down to 24, and then quilt, of course, as we know, left me only with quilt. All right, let's look to the word finder. I want to see which one's been for. Okay, so let's do bulky and then bulky. Okay, January 31st, 2024. That was the answer. Lunar. Have they done that? I think they have. Oh, okay, yeah, they have. December 21st, 2022. Okay. And then quilt itself. I think so. Oh, it hasn't. Okay, in that case, I can be a little bit easy on myself then, because I mean, wouldn't have known which one, and then I think testing for the T is not that bad of a decision then. Could there have been a better eval word instead of lunar? Probably, but I just thought, you know what? What if I just try going with my gut instinct first? That didn't really help me today, as it still took me 5 guesses to get there. But that's okay. You know what? That's all right. It's. I would say it's not. Interesting. What do I think whether this word is difficult or not? I guess when you've got the letters that I've got, it might be a little bit trickier. But if you get other things, like if you somehow got U and I or something, that might be good. Or if you place the L early on, you might get it in. Most of you probably get in less than 5. I feel like most people do get less than 5. I'm one of the few players, I think consistently who gets a relatively high number of fives. I feel like I'm one of those people. That's all right. Let's move on to. You know what? Thank goodness they don't have a badge for Wordle and five, because it wouldn't be a very proud statistic I have. I mean, like they could have called the badge maybe like close calls, and like how many close calls have you had? Since like how many sixes and fives you've had. So weird. All right, let's move on to connections. We are playing number 834. Today's 16 words are crossword, which I love, as you know by now. Area, eyes, orca, aria, ars, oreo, ease, volume, domino, encore, length, excalibur, perimeter, O's, and luxor. Luxor, okay. So, is that somewhere in Egypt? Am I thinking of? I don't know if that's the right place, or is it like something to do with Las Vegas, like one of those casino hotels kind of thing that feels like that, which could be based off the place in Egypt. And I think it is because they have like some kind of like replica pyramids or something in Las Vegas. Oh, okay, interesting. Area and volume, length, perimeter, all kind of like mathematical measurements, dimensions. You want to say that? I don't know what to call that. Could be, but I don't want to lock that in just yet. R's, A's, E's, and O's they all sound like letters in the plural form. That could be one group. Okay. Um, crossword is black and white. Oreo black and white. Orca black and white. Domino is black and white. Okay, so that's another group I can see. That would leave me with Aria, Luxor, or Luxor. How do you say that? Excalibur and Encore being the last four. What would that be though? And the aria I know is like you sing, right? Could also be like aria labels in coding. Although I don't remember if they're spelled that way. Can't remember. I don't see why that would be involved in text. Encore aria. So let me do the pronunciation or aria. Luxor. Excalibur. It's fascinating. What could that be actually? What could that be? If the rest are clipped, which I suspect they are. I just don't know what that last one is. Excalibur, Sworn the Stone. Encore, a repeated performance. Ends in core. The X's in them. Or originally from foreign languages, maybe? Could be, like aria being Italian. Encore, I suppose French. Excalibur, don't know. I don't know. Aria and encore have kind of similarities in terms of like music related things. But then Excalibur and Luxor, I don't know what those would be. That's really an interesting one. Something you pull out, or you pull off, or I don't know. But I'll just have to go with what I've got. Okay. So this one could be the purple. I don't know. We'll try that. Sounds like yeah, words sound like plural letters. Okay. And then I think the black and white one could be the purple. Crossword Orca, Domino, and Oreo. Black and white things. Which oh, that was the green. Oh, okay, fair enough, I guess. Although I still thought that would be a decent blue group in my opinion. But maybe the black and white thing is so common, so easy that they put it as a green. And probably the Excalibur, Aria, Luxor, and Encore is the I believe it should be the blue. That I don't know what it is, but I guess that's what it is. Okay, let's try that. I don't know what it is though. Oh, Las Vegas Casino Hotels. So it was kind of what I thought of, but I only knew Luxor as one, and the other three I didn't know. They did not seem at all related that way. Okay. Volume, perimeter, area, length, mathematical dimensions, measurements. How do we say that? Oh, okay. Basic geometric calculations. But these, I mean, I would say these are also to do with like math and stuff, right? And isn't geometry like a subsection of math? Is that what that is? Geometry? Do you? Oh God, I feel like I'm asking very dumb questions, but I gotta know. Okay, it's a branch of mathematics. Okay, so it is a subset of it. So I'm not that dumb. Okay, I got it. All right. So area, of course, height times width. Maybe am I wrong? And then length, of course, is just the length of something. Parameter, the outside, the outside of, well, I mean, however long the outside of the places. Volume, how much stuff you can put in. I guess if you want to call it that way, volume, how much can be put in. Is that what you qualify that? Or goes, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. How would you describe it? Yeah, the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object is measured in cubic units, cubic capacity. Okay, much better, much smarter way of explaining than I ever could. And then words that sound like plural letters, as I said, R's, letter R, A, vowel A, E's, vowel E, O's, O's. One would almost think that it's to do with vowels, but they did do R's. I wonder if they could have done. They could have done all vowels if they wanted to. They could have done oh, that's interesting because this is, yeah, it's actually I's. It's not A's. Sorry, it's I's. Letter I. That's like I, Captain I, or I agree. Okay, but they could have done with letters. They could have done uh use, use, like the letter use in plural, or ace, like a's, plural of the letter A. They could have done that. They could do vowels and plurals. Oops, sorry. It's my alarm again. Sometimes I forget that I did not turn that off. Okay, so they could have done that in the future. They might do that with vowels specifically, but I hope they don't because I don't like repeat, almost repeat connections. That's boring. And black and white things. This feels also strangely very familiar. I don't know if I've done this before in connections, a similar group, or if I've done this in like a crossword puzzle or something like that. But it feels extremely familiar. But of course, crossword black and white because the grid, the squares in between are black, and then the squares where you answered, I mean, the letters are white. And then domino, of course, is the tile with the white tile with black pips or the dots on the tile, like a die. And then orca, of course, is the killer whale. It's got like the black color on the top of the body, and then sort of like a white underbelly thing. And then Oreo, of course, cookie, the white like cream filling, and then the black cookie sandwich thing that covers it is black, right? Or really, yeah, I guess it's black. Yeah, okay, we'll say that. Las Vegas Casino Hotels, of course, I've heard of Luxor Hotel. I think it looks like a, let's see, Luxor Hotel and Casino. Yeah, that's the one, right? It looks like a pyramid. Okay, so that's what I was thinking of. Alright. But then the other ones, like Aria, okay, Aria Hotel, okay, Las Vegas. Let's see. Whoa, okay, it looks pretty. It's like that's like two PlayStations. The ones that are the one I think it's PlayStation 5, is it? The one that's like taller than like a video game console standing next to each other. That's what it might be. Okay. Then Encore Hotel. Never heard of that one either. Um okay. It's I mean, after I've seen the Aria Hotel, I do think that one's better. This one is nothing. It's just like a curved brick wall, suppose you could say that, and then Excalibur. Now, okay, now that's a cool name. It better look as cool as it sounds. I don't. Okay, now that's cool. It looks like a castle. Now that's what I'm talking about. You've got some theming going on, like the Luxor, where they try to do like the Egyptian theme with the pyramid and all that stuff. So they're doing like a castle theme. Now that is cool. Now I am not a gambling person, but I would definitely go and check out this place. This is super fun. I definitely want to check this out. Like website. What the rooms look like? Do they look like, I don't know, like castle rooms or dungeons or whatever? But fascinating. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe in the US, these Las Vegas casino hotels are very popular, well known perhaps, but I'd only heard of Luxor, of course. And then there was another one that I know. What is that? Oh gosh, I can't. Okay, wait. Famous Las Vegas hotels. Let's see. Right, I saw they recommend the Bellagio. I've heard that Caesar's Palace. Okay, I knew that one, but they didn't use that one, right? Did they? They did not. Okay, some of those I don't know. The one I saw here, Venetian Resort, Virgin Hotels, but okay, I at least do know Bellagio and Caesar's Palace. That one I did know, and Luxor. Those are the three I knew, but these I did know. I guess they picked these also to sort of do something else. I don't know. Maybe they wanted us to think something to do with Aria and Area and ours as something, and Oreo maybe something related, but I don't know. Could anybody be fooled by that? I doubt it, but yeah, it doesn't seem like a particularly tough group in my opinion. Puzzle today, but yeah, let me know in the comments. I did Let's move on to the last daily game for today, which is the mini crossword from the LA Times by Elizabeth C. Forsky. Okay, scroll down. There we go. One across curved line in music. Is it a clef? I don't know. One down Mississippi for one. Well, it's a state, I think. What else could it be? I'm not sure. Could be a river. Two. That is possible. Two down Hamlin / Day TV series. I don't know. Who are the actors? Who are these people? Three down Fuse, perhaps. Good no. Four down Mississippi for one. Okay, it's either a state, river, something like that. Six down Blank Lingus. Aer Lingus. It's an airline. Five across Pulitzer winning composer conductor Leon. Don't know. Seven across. It's blank horror film cry. It's alive. Frankenstein, right? Eight across. Idaho export formerly potatoes. I think so. Gotta be a tater. Nine across. Ornamental jug. Oh, ornamental jug. Huh. I don't know actually. Okay, let's go down. One down before one. Gotta be state, right? This one. Okay, and this one gotta be the river. So what I said, right? State and river. They were trying to get. Is there one across? Curved line in music. I still don't know what that is. What is that? Five across. Pulitzer winning composer. Tanya, maybe? What was ornamental jug? Wait, no, it's not what I was looking at. Ornamental jug. I was thinking of a unit, but that's a picture of like. So that's not it. Okay. No, wait. It is. It is. I spelled it wrong. Yeah, you were okay. Okay, I was right. Okay, two down. Hamlin Day TV series. In-law, at law, of law, could be in-law. Three down. Fuse, perhaps. Unite. Okay. I think this is Tanya. But then what is this though? ALEW law? What is it? LA law? That could be. Yeah, like Los Angeles law. Okay, 1 minute and 25 seconds. Considering I didn't know some of those, I think I did okay. Let's take a closer look at the clues. One across curved line in music. I didn't know those were called slurs. The only slurs I know are bad ones, so this is new to me. Let's see. Here we go. Ha! Slurred music, yeah. It's a symbol in Western musical notation, indicating that the notes it embraces are to be played without separation, that is, with legato articulation. The slurs denoted with curved line generally placed over the notes as if the stems point downward. And under them, it's an A natural minuscule under a slur. So this thingy, the curved thingy, is the slur. Ah, okay. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. New word for me today. Maybe for those of you who practice music, like, in a professional setting or like a formal setting, I should say, actually. Maybe you know this one. One down, Mississippi for one versus state, and four down complements it perfectly. Mississippi for one is a name of a river, so that's quite fun. Five across, Pulitzer winning composer and conductor Leon. Tanya Leon. I don't know who Tanya Leon is. Let's see. Okay, very cool. Tanya Leon, born Ruth Naomi Leon, already passed away, was a South African-born teacher and women's activist. She was a member of okay, wait. Composer and conductor. Ooh. Is this the same Tanya Leon? Because I'm trying to look at teacher. Okay, it doesn't say that she's a composer though. Ah, oh my god. See, I should have read the first line. See, that's my problem. I don't read the first line. For the Cuban American composer, see Tanya Leon. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I should have noticed that there's an accent here, so shouldn't have missed that. Tanya Leon, born May 14, 1943. Still alive. Not dead, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm mistaken. I took the wrong first. Cuban-born American composer of both large-scale and chamber works. She's also renowned as a conductor, educator, and advisor to arts organizations. Born in Havana, Cuba. Whoa, she's got a lot of ancestry in there. Chinese too. Woohoo! But awesome. Yeah, she's got the 21 Pulitzer Prize for Music, New York Governor's Lifetime Achievement Award, and 2022 Kennedy Center honoree. Wow, nice. Did not know, but now learning something new about Tanya. And I will try not to mix up the two Tanyas ever again. But what are the odds, right? Two famous people named Tanya Leon. Well, of course, one is her being of Cuban heritage, she's got that accent or that name. But still interesting. Seven across. It's blank. Horror film cry. This is from like one of the I think this is very common in all the Frankenstein movies. It's alive. It's when Dr. Frankenstein, he says that when Frankenstein's monster, was brought to life by the lightning and thunder and all that stuff. Eight across, Idaho export informally. Yeah, I've heard that Idaho, I think they export potatoes, right? And then tater is like the nickname for it. I wonder if they're like the top exporter of potatoes in the entire US. But let's see. Economy? Okay. Yeah, look, top potato producing state in the U.S., and almost one third of the nation's potatoes are grown in the Snake River Plain, a belt of low-lying land that extends across southern Idaho. Awesome, nice. I do love a potato. It's so versatile, like eggs, right? You can do so many things with potatoes. I love a hash brown. I do. 9 across ornament jug. So I was right about you. It's just that I typed in the wrong letter. I typed in another e here, and that's why I was like, "What is this?" I only know ewer, which is like a pitcher, which is a jug, and there we go. I got it. Yeah, you're right. So that's it. Okay, two down. Hamlin Day TV series. L.A. Law. Not so familiar with it, but seemed like a plausible name for a show. I thought it might maybe like in law, like sort of like family comedy kind of thing, but it's actually LA Law. American legal drama. Ran for 8 seasons until the 90s. Okay, just after I was born, like a year later. Okay, so it ended there, but it ran for like 8 seasons and 172 episodes, which is a lot. Okay, and of course, as typical of like these kind of like long dramas of like legal dramas and television dramas, they often have like starts of many famous actors and actresses later on. So it's always fun, like Law and Order and other things. Cool. So that's one thing. I'm sure a lot of Americans know this. So I don't know. And Hamlin and I don't know who are they like the main cast. I suppose they are. Let's see, main characters. Harry Hamlin and Susan Day. Okay, nice. All right, didn't know the actors. Three down, fuse perhaps unite, sort of join together, right? Six down, blank Lingus, Aer Lingus. I think it's the Irish, like national airlines. Like, yeah, flag carrier of Ireland. There we go. Aer Lingus, meaning air fleet. Okay, very cool. And I think that's all. Okay, so a couple of, I would say no, quite a lot of I think slur, Tane Leon. I mean, I don't know that. LA Law seems like common enough for Americans to know, I think. Of course, State and River as well, probably. And Aer Lingus is a very common crossword clue. I mean, like, even if you never sat on the airline, if you do cross it regular, you would know Aer Lingus and a couple of other famous airlines in certain countries. And yeah, I think those were kind of the alphabets. So slur, Tanya, uh, Ellie Law. Yeah, I guess so. A couple of, yeah, previous stuff. All right. Let me know in the comments how you did for today's Wordle, Connections, and LA Times mini concert. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.